I think we should catch up on some politics, watch the news.
I agree. It's a good idea, Larry.
Good evening. I'm Mark Williams.
And I'm Rich King.
We're here to talk about Larry Page, who has recently been appointed CEO after a brief hiatus. As we know, Eric Schmidt has stepped down and is now on the board. Larry Page is now the top dog. Larry Page grew up as a kid in Michigan. His parents were both engineers. From an early age, he had a very analytical mind. As we all know, he had founded Google, and he's been extremely successful since. Although some people have questioned if he has Asperger's, as he is very poor with his communication skills with others. First, I'm going to talk about a little bit of his personality from an interview. We found out he's very introverted. As we all know, he's extremely smart. He thinks a lot before he acts, and he's a very good perceiver. So, like whenever he's having a meeting with someone, he's very good at understanding where they're coming from, basically. Now, we'll head over to Rich.
Great points, great points. Obviously, you don't become the CEO and founder of Google without being a hard worker. Additionally, you have to be pretty creative, and those are two main values of Larry Page. One thing to show this at Google is the staff meetings that Larry Page holds. The employees, as well as Larry Page, have a very informal setting, which requires them to sit on exercise balls rather than at a formal board setting. This allows his employees, as well as himself, to implement new ideas, and is very successful for the company. Some other things he does to motivate his employees, which coincide with his values, are great service and not always looking at the numbers. How he motivates them to do that is by stressing great work. Recently, he has actually reinforced them with pay raises. He has promoted the entire company by increasing their pay 10%, and has done that in effect by having them perform well and achieve his goals.
And I think we got a very good view of Larry Page. We'll go to a commercial break and we'll be right back. You want to watch Friends?
Sure.
Okay, each team is going to answer 10 questions. The first team that answers the most questions wins. The categories are behavioral theory, early trait theory, contingency theory, and Page's leadership strategies. Now for the coin toss. Okay, someone needs to call it this time.
Tails!
It's heads.
Yes!
Joey, pick your category.
Ross, I'll pick early trait theory.
Larry Page recently spent $1 billion on patents, which implies that innovation is one of the factors of a company that matter most to him. Furthermore, he has a personal and active attitude and believes goals arise from desire and imagination. Which personality dimension does this apply to?
Attitude towards goals?
That's correct.
Yes.
Phoebe.
Look, Ugly Nick, I got crafty boots.
Phoebe, pick a category.
Okay. Same category.
Page's management style urges his team members to believe in audacious ideas. His thoughts are, by tackling big ideas that could really change the world, you attract really smart people and achieve something worthwhile. This way of looking for fresh approaches to old problems and seeking high positions that have high payoffs is part of what personality dimension?
Except at work.
That is correct. Joey, your pick. Alright, next question.
Ross, I think I'm going to take behavioral theory.
Larry Page uses interaction and collaboration with his employees through weekly meetings and openness to contributions of new ideas. What leadership style does this reflect?
Autocratic theory? Or style, sorry?
No, I'm sorry, that's not the answer we're looking for. Autocratic style is when the leader uses strong directive actions to control the rules and relationships in the work environment. The correct answer was democratic style.
Whatever, Ross. Nice pink shirt.
It's salmon! Phoebe, your turn.
Contingency theory.
How would you classify Larry Page's leader-member relations within the Google company? knowing that the definition of leader-member relations is the quality of interpersonal relationships among a leader and the group member.
Well, from my past life as being Regina Ferrangi at Google's company, I would say that he needs to communicate more, whether it's to the media or to the outside world.
That is correct. Joey, your turn.
Hold on, Ross. Hold on, Ross. I think those are my 2 pizzas.
Hey, it's 17:46. Please sign. Thank you.
Thanks. Okay, Ross.
Joey, it's your turn.
All right, I'm gonna go with Paige's leadership strategies.
Here we go. Larry Page is looking to encourage faster decisions and openness. For example, his top executives are said to sit around together for 1 day a week, time for collaboration and quick choices. He has also asked his staff to give him 60-word updates or pitches on their current projects. Which does Google call this leadership strategy?
To be efficient and to be concise.
That is correct. The score is 9-8 in favor of Joey. Phoebe, if you miss this question, Joey wins the game. Last question, better get this right.
Better be easy one, science boy, otherwise I'm going to mug you again.
The following question describes one of Page's known leadership strategies. The Google staff persistently tinkers with its products, adding new features and improving the usability of Gmail, its search engine, and Android. They improve and improvise all the time. These small steps may bring big rewards and improve Google's reputation. Just as important, they focus on getting Google's products into more hands. What does Larry Page call this strategy?
That would be recognizing the significance of small moves.
That is correct. It looks like we have a tie. Lucky for us, we have the lightning round.
I'm so good at lightning rounds.
We're running out of time. What has been the most consistent criticism of Page's leadership style?
Okay, I know this, yeah. He shows up late at work.
Time's up. And I am sorry, that is incorrect. His biggest flaw as a leader is his communication. I kind of believe you answered that earlier. He struggles in explaining what is occurring at Google, especially to the media and his shareholders. With the lightning round over, we have a winner. Joey, congratulations.
Yes! Ha! In your face! I win. Go eat my pizza now. It's a victory.
I think it's about time for some law and order.
It's a good idea, Larry. Turn it on.
Prosecute the offenders. These are their stories.
We're definitely falling behind, Bruce. Walk outside, watch the news. See what's happening, read the newspapers. It's all in our faces.
I don't think we need to overreact yet. It's not like there's an understated assumption where we need to follow everyone's lead.
It's not an assumption, but rather a responsibility that is dawning upon us.
We are one of the leading companies in the world. It is not in our priorities so far.
This is not about what we do, but rather what we don't do. Where are our values? Where are our standards? Where are our ethics?
How can this be an ethical problem, Higgins? Enlighten me.
I have a report from the Daily Sentinel, line 1.
What does he want?
He wants to document why Google hasn't made any movements towards greener approaches.
Now it's knocking on our doors. What are we going to do?
Let me handle this.
I have to agree with Higgins. Our world has fallen into an ethical chaos, and it's for one reason, global warming. How is it that everyone has been taking greener approaches when we haven't even dealt with carbon emissions?
From what?
Green areas on campus, not to mention our data centers that burn carbon like there's no tomorrow.
Again, I think we need to detach ourselves from Google's general corporate environment and think more individually. This would be Google's individual involvement. It's what is ethically right.
Not only that, but we have the power and the technology to make a difference, a noticeable difference.
It would be a deep down in our budget, but it's not about money.
It's about providing a healthier environment for our customers and for everybody else, providing options on how to be green and our technology for further purposes.
You're right. We need to develop a team to start researching this right away. We need to be greener from our operations to our buildings, from Tokyo to New York.
I'm one step ahead of you. We can fund different programs that help on looking for better ways of being green, like Altirock Energy or eSolar, something like that. I don't know.
Get Vegas to work on it right away.
I'm on it.
We can train people working in the cleaning efforts to use our program to analyze the extent and the progress of the spill.
I'll talk to Defenders of Wildlife and see how we can help.
I'm glad you decided to go down this road.
I just went back to the basics. As an organization, we have a responsibility to our community. We pride ourselves on being very open-minded. We can't backtrack on our own ethical standards.
We need to improve our data centers to reduce carbon emission as well.
All in good time.
You should watch The Office now.
It's a good idea, Sergey.
Alright guys, it's time for a meeting. Dunder Mifflin, clearly we're a great company. We're all about paper. However, now, instead of being all about me, it's going to be all about us. We're going to get some grocery stores applicable to you guys, so you can shop while you're at work, be able to exercise,
Grocery stores. Like
be able to bring your kids to work. We're going to bring everything to you, so you guys can make Dunder Mifflin the best company it can be.
Wait, aren't we a paper company?
Yes. Have you guys ever heard of Google? This is what they do.
I'm not really seeing the connection.
This is an ongoing process. We need to be a 24/7 company. We need to be creative, and we need to do this because Google does it. Google, Google, Google.
We can learn a lot from each other. This new work environment will allow us to work around the clock 24/7. Hopefully, like Google, we'll become worldwide.
This is going to be an excellent idea. It's going to provide everyone with a sense of identity, and it's going to increase everyone's commitment to Dunder Mifflin. Having said that, I don't really know where Michael's coming from. I don't know who he thinks he is, thinks he can just come in here, boss us all around. He's not Larry Page. I mean, he doesn't have complete control. This is a paper company. I mean, I don't have much respect for him.
Hey Pam, how's the employee director list project going?
Great.
Excellent, excellent. Can't wait to see it.
Google has made all these changes to help eliminate the things that slow you down during the everyday life. He's hoping to smooth the day out so we can work longer and harder while we're at work and not be distracted by other things.
Hopefully this new adaptive perspective we have here at Dunder Mifflin, we can have employees who have confidence and they also can take some risks. Hopefully Jim or Pam, they finally can actually start taking a step out of their boundaries and doing more for Dunder Mifflin so we can become a more creative and a better company. This is going to work to perfection. Just like Google, we're going to find out which color of our daycare room is going to work the best. We're going to have tons of colors, and whichever color is the best, that's going to be the color that's going to be best for those kids' creativity. I mean, Google did it with their color blue. They had 41 shades. Why can't we have 41?
I'm Larry Page. I hope you learned a little bit about me through this presentation. You can check out more about me via Google, the best website, or our wiki page by Bonnie O'Neill's class. Thank you.